Good morning, everybody. A while ago, we told everybody we were going to get involved in politics. So, to get involved in politics, you're going to pick a candidate. We picked a candidate for public advocate. So her name is Cathy. She's here to talk to you, to give you a little idea what public advocate does. But the important thing is that if something happens to the mayor, that position takes over as the job of the mayor of New York City. So, she's going to try and explain a little bit what public advocate does. So, somebody who we need to help us to get ahead in time when we get contract talks. We have other issues that happen with Verizon. We need political help. This is our step towards that. Now the main thing though, I know a lot of people don't live in the city, but we need people to vote on primary day. So if you got family members, if you got friends, we need you to call them up and say, get out and vote. Because none of this means nothing unless you vote. So again, Cathy, all yours.
Thank you, everyone. This is very significant to me. I'm running for citywide office to be your next public advocate. It's the #2 job in the city. As Eddie said, if the mayor dies, you're in. But the job is to be the pushback to the mayor, to be the voice of the voiceless. That if there's a second story to the first story that either Verizon or the city puts out, the public advocate is supposed to push back. And that's who I am. I'm a fighter by trade. I come from 3 generations of union workers in Brooklyn and Staten Island, teachers and firemen and cops and longshoremen, working class men and women like you, that the city and Verizon often disdains our expertise. They don't think that we know anything. They think that we shouldn't be asked. They think that they know more than us because they think they have a bigger pocketbook than us. Well, they don't. The working class expert, the middle class expert is whom I represent. The person, the man or the woman who gets up every day, like my father, goes to work, punches a clock, takes care of their family. That's who I stand for. My father had 2 full-time union jobs for 35 years. He was a teacher, come home at 3 o'clock, he'd change his clothes, and then he worked the 4 to 12 shift, 7 days a week, as a longshoreman guard to take care of his 6 babies. I tell him you that story because you know this guy, because you are this guy or this woman. My mother, who also wasn't a politician, was trying to raise a servant, not a politician. And she would say, Cathy Lee, if you want to serve, you serve people what they need and when they need it. Not what you think they need and not when you're ready to give it. And so like Eddie said, I stand... What I said?
He's a Staten Island.
What are you doing? This is what happens when I get up at 5. I was out till 1 o'clock last night. I'm sorry, Jerry. As Jerry said, you need a voice. You get involved in this process not because it's pretty and not because it's necessarily the best thing you want to be doing at 7 a.m. in the morning. You want to get a cup of coffee. You want to take a minute and relax. You get involved because by any chance you may need a backup. I'm your backup plan. If Verizon's not listening, if the city's not doing what they're supposed to do, which is step in and stand for you, not the corporate entity who thinks they run you, for you, that's where I step in. I step in on your contract negotiations. I step in where they dare not tread. We're here this morning because I wanted to meet you all. I wanted to look in your eyes and tell you who I am. People don't follow money, and people don't follow power. People follow people. And when your union decided to endorse me, it was extraordinary. Extraordinary. And 51 unions later, I am leading in this race. I am leading in the polls. I am the most endorsed candidate of any ×5. But I come here today to personally tell you who I am and ask you for that support. To tell you that you must come out on September 10th and vote for me. I'm a working class kid. It's not about money or power. My power is right here in a red shirt. So you vote for me, you tell your family, you tell your friends, I met this girl, she's feisty, she's a tough girl, but she's gonna be a tough girl for us. So on that note, I just want to say thank you. Have a great day at work. Keep me in your thoughts. Keep me in your prayers. My last name is Warrior. That's what Guerriero an Italian. It means warrior. And I'm going to fight for you. I'm my father's daughter. I'm a working class grinder with more in the ball than they ever realized, just like you. And I'm my mother's daughter with the heart of a servant. And I will serve you, like Jerry said, what you need and when you need it. Thank you all.
And the credit.
December 10th is the primary. We got to get through the primary to get to the elections.
Right.
But you can't get through that primary unless everybody votes.
Right.
Now I know for the last 3 nights up in the local, we've had people from this garage doing call-outs, giving their own personal time to do it. There's a reason for it, because we don't have politicians helping us. We see what's happening with all these corporations. They're binding themselves together. They get together with their millionaire friends and they come after us. So we need help. Not help because we break the law, but need help because we want to come to work every day and have a good salary, have benefits. So again, we need people to vote. So if you don't live in the city, but you have a friend, you have a family member, get them out to vote. Because without voting, none of this means anything. Thank you, guys.
Thank you all.